Bad people will always do these things. Warning signs, Stoicism. Welcome to Science for Real. Today, we will explore the warning signs to recognize bad people in your life. Have you ever felt manipulated, criticized, or even exploited? In this video, we will delve into 12 typical behaviors of those who may cause you harm and that you need to be aware of. Let's equip ourselves with knowledge to protect ourselves and build healthy relationships. 1. Manipulation. Have you ever felt like you were being led without even realizing it? Welcome to the intriguing yet extremely dangerous world of manipulation. This is the first sign on our bad people detector. Imagine you're playing chess, but your opponent can freely change the rules at any time, and you remain completely unaware. That's the subtlety of manipulation. According to psychologist Dr. Harry Breaker, author of the book, Who's Pulling Your Strings? Manipulation is the exercise of hidden or indirect influence over another person to serve the manipulator's interests. So how can you recognize a master in this field? Pay attention to these common tactics. 1. Guilt tripping. They'll make you believe, if you really cared about me, you would do this for me. Truly a classic move. 2. Gaslighting. This is a game that will leave you questioning yourself, wondering, am I really seeing this correctly? 3. Playing the victim. They always portray themselves as the most suffering, the victim in every situation, making it hard for you to refuse to help them. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It is not things that disturb us, but our opinions about them." Manipulators are experts at distorting your opinions for their benefit. Furthermore, a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people with manipulative tendencies often exhibit traits of narcissism and Machiavellianism, a perfect combo for making life difficult for others. However, there are effective methods to counter manipulation. Here are some defensive weapons to help you reduce stress. 1. Set clear boundaries. A simple no can be your strongest shield. 2. Trust your intuition. If something feels off, it probably is. 3. Seek support from trusted friends. Share your experiences to gain a more objective perspective. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Soon you will have forgotten everything, and soon everything will have forgotten you." Don't obsess over manipulators, but always remain vigilant. 2. Never apologizing. Do you know someone who insists they are right, even when everyone around them sees that they are wrong? We're talking about the artists who have mastered the art of never apologizing. Imagine life as a game of Monopoly, where they believe they hold a get-out-of-jail-free card and never need to admit fault. According to psychologist Robert Enright, the inability to apologize is often linked to a fragile ego, much like a cake that's topped with too much frosting. These individuals act like emotional warriors, always ready to shield themselves from acknowledging that they have messed up. They make you feel like you're in a play, and they are the main character while you are merely a supporting role. Here are a few signs to recognize them. 1. Always have an excuse. They will provide justifications for their every action, as if they are the defense attorney in a courtroom. 2. Blame others or circumstances. "It's not my fault," is their go-to phrase, as if they just hit the jackpot. 3. Downplay the impact of their actions. They might say, "It's not a big deal," as if you simply forgot to turn off a light. If you encounter these individuals, try applying a bit of empathy. Understand that they may be hiding a fear of being hurt. At the same time, keep your relationship from being affected by their lack of an apology. Remember that admitting fault is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength to acknowledge your mistakes. 3. Lack of empathy. Have you ever met someone who seems like they just landed from another planet, where emotions don't exist? That's right, we're talking about those aliens who lack empathy. They are like cold walls, completely indifferent to the pain of others. According to psychologist Daniel Goleman, empathy is the ability to connect with the emotions of others, much like a radio tuning into the right frequency. But those who lack empathy are like a broken radio, only emitting static. You might notice them when you're crying, and they respond with, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" as if you just dropped your cake. They typically exhibit the following signs. 1. Indifference to suffering. They may not perceive your emotions at all, as if you're talking to a computer. 2. Difficulty understanding others' perspectives. When you share something deep, they might respond with, "That's not important," as if you just told a fairy tale. 3. Only interested in talking about themselves. They always turn every conversation into a monologue about their own life, like a speaker who never stops. But don't worry, you can still create change. Keep your expectations high, don't take their lack of empathy personally, and lead by example. Sometimes, your actions can inspire them to learn how to empathize. 4. Constantly creating conflict in life. There are always those who act like a sudden storm on a sunny day, turning everything chaotic. We are talking about the drama creators, skilled at stirring up conflict and transforming their surroundings into an action-packed movie. Psychologist John Gottman has pointed out that this behavior is one of the 4 horsemen, leading to the breakdown of relationships. These individuals have an uncanny ability to detect peace and immediately destroy it. Here are a few signs to identify them. 1. Unexpectedly stirring up conflict. They can turn minor issues into major drama, like forgetting to wash a cup instantly becoming a battle over dirty dishes. 2. Enjoying flipping the script. They can turn an ordinary debate into a major battle, leaving you wondering, how did I end up here? 3. Creating a tense atmosphere. They have a unique talent for generating frustration among those around them, like a generator constantly producing uncomfortable electricity. However, you can maintain a peaceful atmosphere by 1. Not feeding the drama. Let conflicts cool down on their own, and don't give them the opportunity to escalate. 2. Staying calm. Be like water, flowing gently through every storm without being affected. 3. Surrounding yourself with peace-loving individuals. Surround yourself with people who share your values of peace and positivity. Life is already complicated enough. Why not choose to make things more harmonious? Let's work together to build a peaceful and happy space where everyone can laugh and fully enjoy life. 5. Frequently lying. Some people are like master magicians, always armed with tricks to turn every story into a spectacular performance. They can exaggerate a simple event into a classic tale, to the point that you wonder, is this really true, or just a product of their imagination? So how can you recognize these liar artists? Pay attention to the following signs. 1. Constantly changing details. If you notice they tell the same story but the details keep getting twisted each time, congratulations. You found a professional liar. 2. Avoiding eye contact. When they lie, their eyes often dart away as if they're trying to escape their own words. 3. Vague answers. If you ask them a question and receive a vague response like, "That depends," brace yourself for a surprise. But don't worry, you can definitely protect yourself from these lies by 1. Trusting your intuition. If something feels off, listen to your instincts. 2. Questioning subtly. A simple yet precise question can unmask their lies in an instant. 3. Staying honest yourself. Maintaining sincerity in your relationships will create a safe and trustworthy space for everyone around you. Let's build genuine and joyful relationships where people can share and laugh together without the need for deception. Life will truly be much more interesting when we live authentically. 6. Overreacting. Some people are like a pressure cooker, ready to explode at the slightest provocation. We're talking about those who overreact, masters at turning a gentle criticism into a tear-filled battle. They can make you feel like you're participating in a tragic play, where everything is a disaster. To identify these stars, pay attention to the following signs. 1. Explosive anger. When you merely remind them of a small issue, they react as if you just touched their power source. 2. Intense body language. You might see them huffing and puffing, with wide eyes, and possibly even making thunderous sighs. 3. Turning everything into a catastrophe. A simple problem can become a life or death situation in their eyes. However, don't worry, you can definitely handle these explosive outbursts by 1. Staying calm. Be like water, flowing peacefully through every storm without getting swept away. 2. Using humor. Sometimes, a bit of humor can ease the tension in the air and help everyone view the situation more lightly. 3. Creating distance. If you notice the conversation is starting to heat up, Take a break and give them time to cool down. Remember, life is already complex enough. Why not choose to make things easier? Let's work together to create a fun atmosphere where everyone can discuss comfortably without the fear of overreacting. 7. Protagonist syndrome. Some people always believe that the world revolves around them, as if they are the brightest star in their own movie. We're talking about those who suffer from protagonist syndrome, individuals who constantly see themselves as the center of every situation. They can make you feel like a supporting actor while they take center stage. These individuals often view everyone around them as mere supporting characters in their story. They crave attention and admiration like a diva on stage. Here are some signs to look out for. 1. Always needing attention. They will do everything possible to become the center of every conversation, from humorous anecdotes to once-in-a-lifetime experiences. 2. Lack of concern for others. When you share something important, they easily redirect the topic back to themselves, as if you never spoke at all. 3. Overreacting to criticism. A small piece of feedback can make them angry or feel hurt because, in their eyes, they are always perfect. However, you can deal with these main characters by 1. Setting boundaries. Don't let them dominate your space. Be firm when necessary. 2. Encouraging active listening. Create opportunities for them to talk about others, helping them realize they don't always have to be the center of attention. 3. Staying resolute. When it's time to give feedback, be gentle but direct, so they understand that feedback is essential for growth. Remember, life is a collaborative film, and each person has their own important role to play. Let's work together to create a rich and diverse story where everyone is respected and heard. 8. Opportunists in life. You have undoubtedly encountered those clever chess players who always find ways to exploit every situation for their own benefit. We are talking about individuals who capitalize on opportunities, often referred to as opportunists. These people have the ability to turn you into a pawn in their game without you even realizing it. These individuals possess a keen eye, constantly searching for opportunities to gain from others. Here are some signs to help you identify them. 1. Always have a reason to approach. They often appear only when they need something from you, like a cat that only comes around when it's hungry. 2. Enjoy adjusting relationships. They will quickly change their behavior depending on the benefits they can gain from you. 3. Struggle to give. These individuals often only want to receive, never wanting to give, as if they have forgotten how to share. To protect yourself from these opportunists, you can 1. Stay firm. Don't let them manipulate you. Know your worth and don't allow them to harm you. 2. Ask questions. If you feel suspicious, inquire about their motives. Sometimes, a simple question can reveal their hidden agenda. 3. Build mutually beneficial relationships. Seek out individuals you can trust and establish relationships where both parties benefit. Ultimately, remember that life is a journey, and we all need sincere people by our side. Let's build relationships where everyone can grow together, rather than allowing one side to take advantage. Life is an exciting journey, and we always need genuine companions to support and uplift each other, instead of letting one party exploit the other. 9. Ignoring boundaries. You may encounter individuals who constantly cross the boundaries you set. They act like acrobats, slipping into your personal space without a care, leaving you feeling uncomfortable. Here are some signs to look out for. 1. Invading personal space. They often stand too close or touch you without asking, as if they are at a free concert. 2. Abusing privacy. They easily seek out personal information you don't wish to share, much like an uninvited detective. 3. Ignoring your requests. Even when you clearly state what makes you uncomfortable, they continue to act as if nothing has happened. To protect yourself from these individuals, you can 1. Establish clear boundaries. Communicate your boundaries confidently. 2. Be firm. Remind them of those boundaries if necessary. 3. Seek support. Talk to trusted friends for assistance. Ultimately, remember that protecting your personal boundaries is essential for maintaining your mental health. Surround yourself with people who respect your space, and together, build healthy relationships. 10. constantly criticizing many people seem to have a PhD in criticizing others. They turn every conversation into an interrogation, making you feel like you're undergoing an endless test. These individuals don't just spot weaknesses, they amplify them, as if they are participating in a reality TV show. To recognize these critics, pay attention to the following signs. 1. Focusing solely on the negative. They only see faults and never acknowledge the good, as if your life is entirely gray. 2. Never satisfied. No matter what you do, they can always find a reason to criticize, like a director in a never-ending play. 3. Enjoying comparisons. They frequently compare you to others, making you feel like you're competing in a contest no one wants to enter. To protect yourself from this constant criticism, you can 1. Set boundaries. Don't hesitate to make it clear that you will not accept unreasonable criticism. 2. Selective feedback. Listen to those who genuinely want to help you grow, not just criticize. 3. Focus on the positive. Remember that you are valuable and deserving of respect, regardless of what they say. What you need to do is seek out and surround yourself with supportive, encouraging, and inspiring people. Positive relationships will help you grow, mature, and become more confident. Choose those who can see your potential, rather than just focusing on your shortcomings. With the right support, you can overcome challenges and turn them into opportunities to shine. 11. Avoiding responsibility. You have certainly encountered individuals who are like clever, escape artists, always looking for ways to evade difficult situations. They are like performers with the ability to vanish in an instant whenever it comes time to face their responsibilities. These people often use various tactics to dodge the consequences of their actions. Here are some signs to help you identify them. 1. Always have an excuse. They are always searching for the perfect reason to shirk responsibility, as if they have an endless supply of excuses. 2. Blame others. When problems arise, they will immediately criticize others or the circumstances, as if they have never had a part in the situation. 3. Enjoy playing the victim. They can turn themselves into victims in every scenario, making you feel like the villain in their story. To protect yourself from these individuals, you can 1. Establish clear boundaries. Make sure to communicate that you will not accept their attempts to shift responsibility. 2. Acknowledge their actions. If they continually evade responsibility, have a straightforward conversation and point out their behavior. 3. Encourage them to take responsibility. Sometimes, a gentle reminder about the importance of maturity and owning up to mistakes can help them recognize their shortcomings. Maturity comes not only from admitting mistakes but also from learning from those experiences. Seek out and surround yourself with individuals who have the courage to own their actions and are not afraid to face challenges. Together, we can create a positive environment where everyone is encouraged to learn from their mistakes and support one another. This not only helps each individual grow but also fosters connection and strength within the community. Let's work together to build a space where honesty and responsibility are valued, opening up new opportunities and creating positive outcomes. 12. Holding grudges. Some people are like containers filled with water, ready to overflow at the slightest touch. We're talking about those who hold on to grudges, individuals who carry resentment and cannot forgive past wounds. They can make every situation tense and leave those around them feeling like they are living in an action movie. These individuals often struggle not only with forgiveness but also tend to keep painful memories as treasures. Here are some signs to help you identify them. 1. Frequently bringing up the past. Whenever there's a disagreement, they easily recall old mistakes, as if it's a never-ending script. 2. Difficulty forgiving. They cannot overlook the mistakes of others, even if they are minor. 3. Perpetual negativity. They can create a heavy atmosphere, making those around them feel uncomfortable and pressured. To cope with people who hold grudges, you can 1. Encourage forgiveness. Remind them of the benefits of letting go of grudges, helping them realize that forgiveness brings peace not only to others but also to themselves. 2. Set boundaries. Don't let their negativity affect you. Be clear about what you will not accept. 3. Create a positive environment. Engage in constructive conversations to help them feel more at ease and lighten their emotional burden. Holding on to grudges only weighs down your spirit, preventing you from enjoying the precious moments in life. By clinging to negative emotions, you not only hurt yourself but also affect those around you. Choose to let go and live a life of freedom, where you can truly be happy without being bound by the past. Forgiveness is not only a gift for others but also a wonderful gift for yourself. Thank you for watching today's video on Science for Real. Remember that identifying negative behaviors around you is the first step to protecting yourself. Don't forget to share this video if you found it helpful and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any exciting content in the future. Life is a journey, and we all deserve positive relationships and mutual support. Let's work together to create a better community. See you in the next videos.